boo Premier Doug Ford as he takes the stage at one of the largest tech conferences in North America. Today was the first full day of Collision in Toronto, a week-long event that will host some of the biggest tech leaders from around the world. But many in the tech sector are unhappy with the provincial government's decision to cut $24 million in funding for artificial intelligence research, critics calling it a move that will result in fewer tech jobs in Ontario.
Thank you for the warm welcome, my friend. And thank you, Sunil.
Perhaps the Premier was being sarcastic because the welcome was anything but warm. This huge group of top executives, CEOs, tech startups and businesses boo the man behind the Open for Business slogan.
Come to Ontario, invest in Ontario. Our government will stand shoulder to shoulder with each and every one of you.
But the very people he is speaking to feel abandoned by his government.
I know that pain because I have reached out to look at some of the sources of funding that have been there in the past, and there just isn't any funding available. It's extremely disappointing because technology is our future.
The province reportedly intends to slash funding to tech startup and innovation programs, and on top of that, they are cutting $24 million in funding for artificial intelligence research.
Any cuts in this sector is very damaging. We need the support to be able to drive those companies to be at the leading edge and not be behind the eight ball.
We caught up with a Ministry of Economic Development worker at the conference and got her take on the cuts.
We know that companies look at Ontario for really ways in which to improve and increase the opportunities to do artificial intelligence in Ontario.
So do you think cutting funding is a deterrent for everything you just said?
I don't think cutting funding is a deterrent. I think the opportunities for growth and people connecting with one another are really going to build this incubator and really work on developing this further.
Artificial intelligence is considered one of the fastest growing sectors in the tech industry, and experts say it needs to be supported if the province wants to remain competitive and create jobs. That these cuts could even mean fewer tech jobs in Toronto. But leaders acknowledge there are many misconceptions about the relatively unknown world of AI, and the industry has a long way to go.
As we continue to develop this space and gain more trust, that will be, more instilled. I think that we still have a long way to go in terms of kind of getting that overall, sector and a wider audience to believe in the good of AI.
Toronto will host Collision Conference for the next 3 years. More than 25,000 people are expected to attend this year, and the conference is estimated to bring in tens of millions of dollars in revenue while it's here.